How do you know that your book is ready to go and ready for publishing? Now, before I even dive into that, there is one major question that you have to have an answer to. And that question is, what do you want your book to do? What goals are you trying to achieve with your book? Is it legacy? Is it sales? Is it notoriety? Is it authority? Or are you just publishing a book for your uncles, sisters, and for them to see how great of a work you did? Now, for most of you out there, probably, and this is my assumption, from the years of experience, you're looking for credibility, you're looking for notoriety, and you're looking for authority in your field, and you want your book to sell. And if that's the case, today I'm going to share with you the 5 crucial elements that you need before you publish your book, so that you know your book is 100% ready for publishing and you do not miss anything. Alright, now the first one is of course the production piece, right? You have to think through the production elements. Do you have them ready? Is your book fully written? Is it edited? Is it proofread? Right? Now the other things are such as cover. Do you have the cover for your book? Do you have all the different formatting for your book? Ebook, paperback, hardback. Do you consider audiobook? Do you know where that audiobook is going to land? And we're going to talk about that in a second. So do you have all 4 formats that are ready for publishing, right? Do you have your back cover description, right, on the back of your physical book cover? Do you have that ready? Do you have your author bio? Do you have your editorial reviews ready? These are reviews from other people and what they have said, what you think about your book. You can get those before you even release that. I'm going to get you that little list of the production elements, and these are major ones that you actually need before you go out. The second really big thing that you need is a marketing plan. Right now, going back to my question, and the answer to the question I asked in the beginning of this video is, what do you want your book to do? What goals you're trying to achieve? Now, assuming you want your book to sell, you have to have a marketing plan. How are you going to reach those initial readers? Are you going to post on social media? Are you going to earn Amazon ads? Right? You have to have that plan written down months before you publish your book. And my suggestion always to all the authors is you have to create that plan even before you start writing your book. Because then you know, okay, this is what I'm trying to achieve in my book, and anything and everything I'm doing throughout this whole process is gonna connect to those goals, right? So you have to have that plan beforehand. Now the next thing is reviews. The reviews are crucial, and you have to know the way how you're gonna get those reviews once your book is out there, once your book is selling. Now keep in mind, sales doesn't mean reviews. Even if people love your book, people usually do not, and they don't leave reviews unless you put some systems in place on how to get those reviews. Now, do you have that system on how you're gonna drive sales to your book and make those readers leave reviews? There are so many books that sell, but people don't leave reviews, and as a matter of fact, people are more than likely, if they have at least a little bit of negative experience, leave a negative review if there is something that they don't like, opposed to they really love the book, but they just forgot to leave a review. So you have to have some systems in place to make sure that you reconnect with those readers and move them back to a place like Amazon so they leave a review. Now, if you want me to make a separate video on how to create those systems, please comment down below. I'm going to create a separate video on how to do that. Right now, the fourth thing is the distribution strategy. Where do you want your book to be? Is it Amazon? Is it Barnes & Noble? Is it Spotify? Is it Audible? You have to really create a list of all the distribution channels and see where do you want your book to be. Right? Maybe these are also physical stores. You want your book to land in physical stores. All right? So when you're creating your marketing plan, you also have to have your distribution plan and really know, okay, this is where I want my book to be, or this is where my book needs to be in order to get to those goals, to achieve my goals. Now, once you have that, you're gonna say, okay, These are the distribution channels. This is how I get there. Right now, once you have that distribution strategy, then you're gonna have to know, okay, this is how I'm gonna get to those distribution points. This is my strategy on how I'm gonna get on Amazon, how I'm gonna get in Barnes & Noble. This is how I'm gonna get into those physical stores, right? So this is all part of the strategy, and you have to have that nailed. If you haven't done that before, you have to put that strategy together and you have to know exactly how you're gonna get there. Because the last thing that you want is to finish writing your book, editing, proofreading everything, and then think, okay, how I'm gonna get to the next step, where my book is gonna land, where are my readers? You don't want to be in such position, because then you're gonna start questioning a whole bunch of stuff, and your life continues. Trust me, you don't want to have those thoughts and try to create that strategy once your book is fully written, set and done, and you want to just go, okay, I'm gonna go out there, I'm gonna set some dates, some deadlines. You want to be fully prepared even before you start writing your book. Right now, the fifth thing you absolutely must nail down to know that your book is ready for publishing is your media strategy. What is your media strategy? This is your social media, reaching out to people in advance, months in advance, before your book launches. There are so many people that you have already in your circle, and trust me, more than likely you do have at least a couple of hundred people who would love to get your book, who would love to leave reviews for your book and stuff like that. Now, keep in mind, when it comes to reviews, you can't really ask for reviews for people that are close to you. Alright, so be very careful with that. Amazon is very strict with those kind of things. But when it comes to sales and really getting more reach within your existing circle, this is a must do. And you must have this kind of a strategy months before your book is out there and live. Now, the other things are podcasts, speaking engagements, and really booking out events and podcasts in advance. Some of the biggest podcasts that probably and could be interested in your kind of solution, in your kind of book, sometimes they are booked months, sometimes half a year in advance. So you want to make sure that you have all of those things booked before your book is live, months before your book is live, because that's going to be a big difference whether your book succeeds or it doesn't. Alright, now I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you are looking to become a best-selling author, okay, click a link below and my team is gonna jump on a call with you, my expert team. They're gonna answer your questions, whatever question you have. Maybe you want to achieve this goal, that goal, you have questions about how this all works, how to make sure your book becomes a bestseller, how does it make you an authority and give you credibility within your field. So you can click down below, fill out the form, and jump on a call. Other than that, I hope you enjoyed this video and see you in the next one.